Namaste, angels, and happy Sunday. Um, I'm gonna do a personal healing reading for my friend Jay. He asked me for a reading, and I prepared for this and tried to prepare for this, but it took me a minute. So I started off with the music channeling. So if you guys book any type of private reading with me or personal readings, I usually try to channel through music if I'm drawn to that, which I was in that case. And you know, Spirit came up with 3 songs. We had Prince, Insatiable, Diamonds and Pearls. Trust by Keisha Cole, A Different Me, and Flowers by Chris Young. I don't know what album that is from. So after I unblushed from this first song, as I completely forgot about that, I started pulling cards. So whatever came through, I pray to be an open channel for these healing messages today for my friend Jay, and hope and pray that anybody else that sees of this, hears of this, or clicks on this will get some messages that resonate with you too. I probably won't be reading no comments right now as I'm channeling, and I'm not going to be able to do all of that. The first 2 cards that came out, Jay, for you is the Serpent Power, number 39. And the number 21 is Earthbound. I want to read to you out of the book what it says about those 2 cards. The overall energy for today is the Divine Physician. Number 6. The number 6 speaks of love, but it also speaks of the devil, which is kind of like counterintuitive to say these numbers is the same, but it really is. Here with the Divine Physician, I don't know if you remember, you asked me once if I were a doctor, and I said yes, I'm a doctor. So what we do here is Reiki, and for whoever is willing and open to receive, I'm sending out Reiki, healing, love, and light to you guys this afternoon. With the Divine Physician, that's Jesus right there. So with Jesus, when we speak of laying on the hands, healing people with our hands, it's not always about physical contact. You see, he's not even touching these people right here. Some of us have this healing ability, this healing power that can, you don't have to be close to a person to do that. I strongly feel like you do have these healing abilities too. As a matter of fact, I do know you do. I know that your voice vibrates on a healing level. Yeah. You see here, Jesus, he's projecting green healing light out of the palm of his hand. This green healing light also speaks of Archangel Raphael. He posted a picture, and that's what I immediately saw. Looked at that picture, like, what? There was like this green ray, which for me always signifies Raphael, which is the angel that brings great healing to your life. I also saw some elementals that are there. So whatever you're going through in your life right now, Jay, I want you to know that you are surrounded by the healing green light of Archangel Raphael and the healing elementals. And you probably don't believe in none of that, but it really doesn't matter because it still works. That's the good thing about Reiki and these things. You don't have to really believe in it. You just got to be open, and it will work. Okay, we're speaking about your galactic cards, your tantric cards. The first one that came out, the number 39, is the Serpent Power. It signifies the power or the root of mystical transformation. According to the classification by the elements, this is a fire card. This means an awakening of latent powers, a sudden burst of high energy, and the ability to use it to manifest evolutionary changes in the realm of the world. Bear in mind the importance of the proper use of such energy. Wow. number 21, earthbound. The number 21, signifying development from the world upward. Let me show you this card while I'm moving this. Sorry. This card relates to the world of the traditional tarot. So this is the world card again. The surface of the earth is viewed from spaces that lies below. The realization of the underlying meaning of earthly existence, the completion of a cycle, responsibility understood in its broader aspect as humanitarianism, action as the result of choice and free will, liberation from the bondage of a habit, change in viewpoint, could indicate a change in residence, parallel universes, and the concept of new things emerging from the old. This card also relates to karma and should be meditated upon with this in mind. Single-mindedness, particularly with regard to the worldly things. Now, both of these cards speak of an upward motion. So this is speaking of the Kundalini rising. I don't know if you experienced this. I think you have. When this ever happened to me, it like completely changed my life. It's like you go through all these bodily changes, not just bodily changes, but you go through aches and pains, really, literally. When it happened for me, I like my back, everything just hurt. So let me just get into your cards today. I'm gonna use the After Tarot. We're gonna use the Spellcaster Tarot for your general energy, and then I'm gonna draw the oracle cards as I'm guided to. So again, I want to be an open channel for these messages for Jay, and I'm wishing you all a happy Sunday and hoping you all open to receive healing energy, because we all need it. I don't need to be there. We don't need to be there. Okay, Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands, with the Chariot, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Four of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So Jay, with the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this speaks of a brand new beginning, a passionate new beginning. These swords also speak of a mental clarity that is achieved here through this process of transmutation. When we say transmutation, it's about that fire that burns up your karma. So we saw this number 21 card here was related to your karma. So you've been obviously going through a cycle, because the ace means there's a new beginning. So you obviously went through this cycle of burning. We have to burn that karma away in order to start new. A lot of times this burning away from this old karma is painful, because we are attached to our past and our ideas of how we thought our life was supposed to be, but it's, a lot of times not always to our highest good. So if we do not understand or are not open to certain changes in our lives to occur, yeah, we need the Strength card. So we got strength. This is like for inner strength. And I pray for my ego to be left out of this. I want to be an open and clear channel for these messages from my friends. So, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles here, so this could either signify you or somebody in your life. Just because it's a queen doesn't mean it has to be a female energy. It could also be male. What I feel right now here more represents your feminine side in this whole thing. It is about stability, and you see this queen here. She kind of holds on to this coin, because it is her stability. That's good. You also have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands speaks again of this passionate thing related to the serpent here, Kundalini rising, straight up sexual energy. Uh, the Knight of Wands is also very passionate about whatever he's charging forward to. He's like, or you are like, you know, driven in this. It's, yeah, very fiery energy. Along here with the Chariot means also movement. There's a movement coming into your situation. Both of these are kind of like dashing. They are dashing in, they dashing in opposites. They either dashing in opposite directions. Let me lay the cards out. I cannot see it like this. It looks like this. Yes. They either dashing in opposite directions, or maybe you are conflicted or like drawn into two different directions, where one is kind of like following your passion and the other one may be following your inner calling. Which the second choice or the second direction, I'm not going to say it's a choice because I don't see this right here, with the second direction that you may think about taking. Mind you, I'm not a mind reader. I read energies and only the cards. You have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. That means this other direction where this Chariot, this movement may take you, may require for you to let go of this this protection, this protected, this what this protected place. This there may be a change in your, okay, there may be a change in your physical aspects. You already know that. So with this other direction here, you have this Four of Wands, which is the Union card. I love to pull this card. To me, this is like happy, joy, blissful card where you get to reunite with loved ones and people that you love. Could be family, friends, beloveds, whatever. It doesn't really matter who that is or what the gender is. But you see these people here are connected with this red string, with this etheric cord. So maybe this etheric cord is pulling you here with the Knight of Wands. With the Strength card here, we had a lot of talk also yesterday about the bear and dreaming of the bear and seeing the bear. I don't know if the bear had any meaning to you. Maybe it's more of a lioness thing with you, but this card here speaks of inner strength. It's the taming of the inner beast. So right now, you it's also the infinity. With this, you are seeing yourself and conquering your own inner beast. This lion here this lion here is successful. He's wearing this lei. I don't know if you can see it. He's wearing flowers around his neck. So this is gonna be successful for you. Let me pull a past life card for you. I see Mother. Right now the veil is lifting or thinning. What we say, we can like easy connect to whoever is like, let's see Mother, whoever is like in the spirit realm, that whoever passed over. So also being in meditation and talking to your ancestors, it's like the perfect time to do it right now. With this Kundalini arising in you and you being earthbound, or your earthbound, I don't know why I keep seeing this. It will also help you to open your crown and your third eye chakra. You may be seeing things. Unrequited love. So there is an unrequited love situation going on in your life. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, please ask my ego to be left out of this. It's about persecution and inquisition. So in your past. So part of what you going through today, what like gives you fear today, or what gives you these phobias today, are linked to a past life that had an unrequited love or a perceived unrequited love, and it also had to do with persecution and inquisition. So maybe in your past life there was the situation. It also has Greco-Roman, which is of course like tied to the church. There was this time, this dark time in your past life that you may be dragging on in your life today, which give you these problems in your love life. So okay, here we go. With this area where you was forced into persecuting your loved one. Oh my God, there we go. You were persecuted to, you were, sorry, Jay. You was forced into this situation of persecuting somebody you loved. It was about your love life. It is about your love life. It's concerning your relationships right now. Right now, with Venus still being in retrograde, we all work on our personal relationships. This don't always mean love. It does not always have to be love. But that's like what you're working on right now. You healing these parts of your past life that been left just they just been left in the darkness because they were so dark, and I gotta swallow because it's just so dark. I also see Egypt here. So if you do remember your past lives, reconnecting to Egypt, I like to go steps backwards to Egypt, Atlantis, Lemuria, to Egypt. That's maybe where you find the key to your healing today. I did. We were in Egypt, you don't even know. What else we pull in for Jay? You had like a question for a time frame. I feel my friend and I channeled 3 yesterday, 3 months, 3 months. We also have healer here. So let me get back to this because I feel like this is like so very important, and a lot of people don't understand that this is not about fortune telling. It is, about giving you the messages from the divine, something that you may have been hearing already, but that you have not been acting on. So we here have healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. I feel like I said in the beginning, your healing abilities are so prominent that I feel like this is like a great part of your life path or what you can bring to the world. That doesn't mean that you have to be a doctor or an actual physician. You can just be, not just. You should be, or you are this divine physician. You bring this healing green light and also violet light. So meditations on the violet flame would be great for you. Oh my God, my healing. You also have justice. So you already know, if you are in a situation where there's justice coming on, that there has to be this balance. Things cannot just go on like a certain way. There has to come justice to a certain aspect. Know that your situation will be handled fair and just. Like I said, my friend and I channeled 3 yesterday. But I don't like timelines, so I don't do that. So again, with this healing, you also have speaker. Okay. You gotta speak. You have speaker. Your life purpose involves your skill of oration. So like I said before, it brings me back to your voice. I don't know if you sing or you speak to people. I know you whispered to me once, and it was like the most healing experience I've ever had. And your life purpose involves these skills. So oration could also simply mean speaking to people that you come across into wherever you transition into right now. There are people coming your way that will benefit from. I'm sorry about this commercial shit I was going on. they will benefit from your skill of oration. So if you sing to them, whisper to them, talk to them, your voice will bring them great healing. Don't forget stop by Lowe's. That's crazy. I gotta watch this again. So you need speaker and oration. So this is, like I said, very important. We want to pull a goddess card for Jay. That's crazy oration, and that's just what I was saying with the whispering. So whispering to people can lead to them responding in a like a completely different way because they cannot. Maybe I send you a link to what I mean. It's the voice. It's your voice. I wish you'd call me sometimes. Shit. Okay, Sedna, infinite supply and Hathor, receptivity. Sedna, infinite supply. She's the Inuit goddess. Uh, she had to go for a lot of shit. She's that goddess that she's a princess. She grew up like as a princess. She's the child of a king, and but she got married off, and she had to live with the pigeons in the dirt and go through really rough times. She could only escape that by really almost losing her life and getting her limbs or her fingers only cut off. Her fingers got cut off. With Sedna's finger, that's what created all the sea life, all the fishes and sea animals all come from Sedna's finger. So this brings me back to this: you are being supplied for. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows, and you don't have to like worry about nothing in this case because uh, uh, like I said, sorry. Okay, so after Sedna is here through with this bad things, you see, she's taken care of. She has infinite supply. You also have Hathor. Allow allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and the ability to give to others. Okay, so sometimes with the things that we get in life, we only get we only really get sent what we are open to receive. A lot of times we send out wishes to the universe and want stuff to come to our life, but really we are not open to do so. We're not open to do so because we got our fingers cut off before and we remember that pain. So being open to receive whatever it is, to just anything that it is that you wish for, just completely opening yourself up. That's where meditation comes in. It's good to do prayers. You mentioned 1,700 prayers to me. That's too many. You also have to be open to receive. That means meditate and open yourself to receive whatever you send out in your prayers. That's what Hathor tells me right now. I'm sorry. That's crazy. So, sorry. Yeah, to recap this reading, it's important for you to also trust into your own intuition more. Be a speaker because your life purpose involves your skills of oration, and you are a healer through the vibration of your voice. I want to pull a romance angel. Something for your love life, because right now we are dealing with our relationships. It says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So that means that if you and your person, or whatever your interest is, or you all got to stop it. You all got to be open and open yourselves and just getting to know each other. Sometimes we think we know people. Maybe it could be also somebody that you know for a long time, or it could be that new love that you encountered. Sometimes it takes time to really get to know each other. It's not like no rush in these things. Oh my God. I'm gonna pull one more of these, the Rebel deck cards, and that'll be it for today. You tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Well, I don't think that that is true in your case. I think even though you are a control freak, you are still probably getting laid, and that's ain't nothing wrong with that. But you tight ass tells me that you are like kind of right now being very controlling, or very or trying to control maybe a situation that is out of your control, and that leads to anxiety. So loosen up, just be not so tight about it, because yeah, this anxiety is no good. It's no good. And also here, shame, regret, and guilt. Shame, regret, and guilt, those are just bullshit. Forgive, let that shit go. That's awesome. I'm gonna finish this with this. Shame, regret, and guilt, those are just bullshit. Forgive, let that shit go. So forgiving yourself, it's like more important pretty much than forgiving others. I feel like in your case, whatever it is, however that resonates with you. But forgiving that shit that causes you shame, regret, and guilt, because those really are not real things. There's never ever no reason for you to feel shameful, regretful, or guilty. If there's people in your life that want to make you feel any of those, you really need to look into what their motivations are, because pretty much those are people that want to keep you in a place where they feel comfortable, because they have like their, whatever. That's not. But you don't need to be shameful, regretful, or guilty. Feel guilty for nothing. Forgive yourself and then let that shit go and move on. Take the lesson and leave the pain. So this was like the whatever for my friend Jay. I want to show you this honey calcite here, because honey calcite helps us to heal our past trauma, things that have caused us like deep wounds. So we want to look at this for a little bit here. And also to ground ourselves, red garnet. When we obsess in our head and think of things happening that may not even happen that way, we need to just ground ourselves and get back to our connection to the earth. So taking a walk would be good. Doing yoga, meditating, calling a friend. Yeah, that's about all I got for this. I gotta watch this. I don't know what I said. Um, thank you guys. This was my friend's reading. Whoever was watching, whoever resonated with.